Hi guys. I don't know if somebody just went through something like this, or if this is something that God is trying to prevent, or he's just trying to teach us. But it's like someone, how do I explain it, Holy Spirit? Okay, so I was doing something just now. I was at this appointment, and as I was there, the Holy Spirit gave me a message, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to put the message out. And the message relates to this morning's message, as in like someone's going to say that you've changed because you're no longer letting them walk all over you, because you no longer want to be their doormat, right? So God gave me additional details to that. So in this particular message, basically he's saying like, I don't know if someone asked you for something and you said no, or if somebody is not, basically someone's trying to take advantage of you. Someone's trying to take advantage of you and you caught it, as in like you caught it in the moment. It's like, but you may have brushed it off, or you may be thinking about brushing it off. Like, okay, I'm just going to let it slip through my fingers. I don't want no altercations. I want to avoid altercations. I want to avoid any confrontations, etc. So I'm going to let it slip through my fingers. Don't do that. Don't do that, because every time you say, I'm going to avoid altercations or avoid confrontations, by just not saying anything, by just letting them get away with it, you're still practicing a form of people pleasing. It's like, when are you going to stick up for yourself? It's kind of like, you can stick up for yourself without being aggressive, without being mean. You can stick up for yourself without being, without being angry. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can be calm. James talks about thinking before you're speaking and not being quick to anger. So as long as you're not angry, you can still stick up for yourself. You get what I'm saying? And, if the person reacts in a negative way, then then you can be like, okay, you know what? I'm choosing my battles wisely. I told you, what I disagree with, and what I don't want to do. And you know what? I'm just going to walk away at this point. Do you get what I'm saying? At least you can say to yourself, I did try to stick up for myself. I did let the person know that I'm not okay with this. Like the way how God showed it to me. Let me give you an example of the type of situation he's showing me. So let's just say you're in a workplace, right? And let's just say that, you came to work and you were like 5 minutes late, okay, to work. And, you were trying your best to get on time, but you have no control over the traffic. That's something you have no control over. And you're 5 minutes late, and you finally got to work, and your boss is yelling at you, and your boss is basically saying, how, they're going to cut some time off of your paycheck. Or let's just say your boss says, okay, well, since you're late, you got to stay and do overtime for like, 20 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever, because you're late. This is just an example, okay? This is an example. And let's just say you see your colleague come in 15 minutes late, 20 minutes late, and your boss doesn't say nothing to your colleague. And let's just say this is a consistent pattern where you watch other people do exactly what you did, but they don't have to deal with any consequences. But if it's you, there's consequences. You get what I'm saying? Like, let me give you another example. When I was in performing arts school, we have to be there on time. Okay, we got to be there like on time, like on the dot or before the time. And if we don't get there by 9 a.m., the teacher's shutting the door, right? And we're stuck. We missed the whole class, right? So with my situation, I had to get the kids to daycare at a certain time, and sometimes, I will be late, but it's because I can't control the streetcars and the public transit, because at the time I was taking public transit, I can't control the traffic and everything like that. And I remember one time I was like 1 minute late. It was like 9:01 and the door was shut and I couldn't go in. But one day I was in class and I was literally on time, and somebody came 5 minutes late, and the teacher let her in, right? And I stuck up for myself. I would say like a week later, I went and I spoke to the teacher about it, and I told her that I didn't feel like that was fair, that I had to miss a whole hour class and sit in the hallway because I was late 1 minute, but another student who was late 5 minutes, I don't know if it was 5 or 10 minutes, something like that, got to come into the class, right? And I started watching the routines, and I started noticing it's a consistent patterns where when it comes to me, I'm always having to go through specific consequences for being late about something, or I'm the one that when someone's supposed to give me something, I don't get the best of it. I get like the worst of it. You get what I'm saying? But everybody else gets the best of it, and no one else has to go through specific consequences, things like that, right? So I'm using it as an example because that's the examples the Lord gave me, as in like somebody is getting away with something and you're not, you're not trying to purposely get away with it. It's kind of like you're going through consequences for something that you had no control over, but someone else is taking advantage of a situation and they get, and they get to like, they're getting away with it, but they're taking advantage of it. And then sometimes people are taking advantage of you, whereas it's a situation where they know that because you're nice and you don't like saying no to people, it's like you get the worst of everything. They can give you something and say, here, you can have that. And then you're like, wait, but how come it's not good quality like that person got better quality? You go to a restaurant, you order food, and the person before you gets a big plate of food, and then your food comes and you're like, wait, I paid the same price that person paid. Why am I getting this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just using those as examples. In this season, it's okay to stick up for yourself in general. Just not in the season, but what I'm saying is in the season, somebody may be taking advantage of you or trying to take advantage of you because of who you were in the past. And like I said, this relates to the message I posted prior. They said you've changed. They're going to probably try to use that tactic or use that gaslighting tactic as, oh, you changed, to make you feel bad. No, it's okay to stick up for yourself. If you have to say no, say no. If you can't give because you don't have it to give, say, I can't give right now. You get what I'm saying? Or if someone is taking advantage of you, you've given to them and they don't pay you back and they keep coming back asking for more, just say, no, I can't give this time. And they may try to say, oh, you've changed. Or who cares? You know what I'm saying? If you're seeing someone else receive proper treatment in a specific area, and then when it comes to you're not getting the same type of treatment in your workplace, stick up for yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can stick up for yourself without being aggressive, without being rude, and without being disrespectful. You get it? Like, make sure that when you do choose to say something about the situation, you've already taken time away to calm down. You've already taken time away to think. You've already taken time away to pray. Therefore, when you do react to it, it's not out of anger. It's not out of hate. It's not out of, you get what I'm saying? It's out of a genuine place, right? And then if you're not getting the response that you need, then just pull yourself away. But at least you can say to yourself, I did speak up for myself. I did do the right thing. I was honest. You get what I'm saying? And no one can ever try to twist anything against you. You get what I'm saying? So I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.